blocks and rec hall.
My goodness, what physical play we're seeing at the net tonight. Katie Slay, Scott. Boy, that's exciting for Penn State.
Slay and Scott forming the 6'6" and 6'4" block. Tough to get over that one. Hancock with that. Just massive serve. And Cuso, though, sides out for the Huskers.
And again, it's critical to note that Hancock only got 1 point while she was back there. That was a real difference maker in the first set. She ran off a whole string of points.
Something to pay attention to the rest of the match. Maestro with the float serve over. McClendon, she puts it away. Penn State has been looking for a night where Deja McClendon and Ariel Scott go off. In the early portion of this match, they have.
Right, and it's either one plays well or the other plays well. So if they can get a match where they're both playing that high-level volleyball that they're capable of, it just changes the dynamic and the look of this Penn State team.
It's really been a story for Nebraska all season. They've had that balance. It's going to work. Brooke Heiss, middle with Schramer and Delano. Mancuso obviously leading this team. 7 kills already for Gina Mancuso. So much balance has allowed Nebraska to look different places and allowed Lauren Cook, the setter, to be deceptive the entire season. One of the toughest setters to read in all of the Big Ten. Yeah,
she's the perfect setter for this Nebraska team because she will take risks, and anybody that she goes to can typically deliver a kill. So it's nice when you're that type of setter and you've got the courage to move the ball around, but then your hitters will come through and get the kill.
Penn State getting work from their freshmen as well. A 15-13 lead for Penn State in set number 2. They're on top in the match. More from Rec Hall when we come back. Wednesday night conference powers square off in prime time when third-ranked Illinois travels to number 11 Purdue. Coverage starts at 8 Eastern Wednesday, presented by Pure Silk, only on BTN. Audrey, Nebraska fighting here in set number 2, playing well. Gina Mancuso with 7 kills. And of course, she's been the focal point this year. She's had to step into a very big role for the Huskers.
Well, she certainly has, but what's impressing me tonight about Mancuso is she's really elevated her blocking game. She's smarter. She's not releasing. She's waiting to see where the point of attack is going to be. She moves her feet laterally very quickly and has done a better job tonight blocking than I've ever seen her do.
It's one of the things that Coach Cook talked to us about. He said that everyone talks about the attacking of Gina Mancuso, but everything else she does defensively or even on the block, they don't get as much attention, but she does such a great job of it.
Well, and she's also one of the primary passers, and so what Penn State is doing is they're serving her deep so that she's got to back up to get the pass, and then she's got to hustle to the outside to get a full approach. So she's been very active tonight and has been playing very steady for Nebraska so far.
3 blocks for Mancuso so far in the match. Hancock goes to Scott between the block. Now Mancuso. Back row from McClendon, who puts it down. That violation called against the Huskers, so McClendon won't get that kill, but she'll take the point.
And she's all smiles after that one, thanking her setter for a perfect set in the backcourt. Take a look at that. Set was right on the money by Micah Hancock.
Communication so key for a young setter in Micah Hancock, just a freshman out of Edmond, Oklahoma. She's had a huge role to fill for this team, and Russ Rose wants to see her communicate more and be on a better page with her teammates. Delano this time wide.
Boy, Delano only had 1 block, and she was trying to rip line. When you only have a block that's taking your line shot away, rip it cross court. So a miss hit there by the 2-time All-American Brooke Delano.
Well, 12 errors for Nebraska in the match. Delano this time into the net. They're going to whistle that one for contacts against Nebraska.
All right, so they served Gina Mancuso short. Gina's on her knees and couldn't get outside, so they only had one other option to set, and that was Delano. And it was a very predictable set because Mancuso wasn't ready to hit. So that's what serving short will do.
And Audrey, we talk about Penn State and a national program. They've won 4 consecutive national titles, but also they're a national program, and they look all over the country for players. You see the list of different states where players have come from. Only one player from the state of Pennsylvania. You know what you don't see, Audrey? You don't see the state of Nebraska. Not many players from Nebraska make it out to University Park.
No, I don't think so. Nebraska does a good job of recruiting in-state. You know, these kids, they grow up wanting to be a Nebraska Husker, and they work hard to be a Nebraska Husker. Nebraska's club program is second to none. They develop some wonderful players.
They look to those homegrown players in the state of Nebraska, of course, and then they bring players from around the surrounding area, but one international player as well. But you talk about them growing up watching Nebraska volleyball. Haley Tramer would record every single match and make sure that she caught it no matter what. She did not want to miss the Huskers play at all, and now she's living the dream of playing for Nebraska.
She is, and she's from a very small town in Nebraska. I heard that her hometown only has like 1 stoplight, and so what a dream it is for her to be playing with this Nebraska uniform on her back.
It's a matter of state pride for Nebraska. No following in the country is quite like the Nebraska volleyball following. Penn State obviously has their great following in Rec Hall, but a consecutive sellout streak of 158 sellouts at the NU Coliseum for the Cornhuskers. Really just an incredible number when you think about it being a Nebraska volleyball program that doesn't quite get as much attention as you would expect.
Right, and I've been there a couple times this season, and the fans there are so incredibly nice.
Another air by Nebraska. Mancuso can't believe it. And these airs here in the middle portion of set number 2 has allowed Penn State to open up a 5-point lead.
Okay, so Nebraska's in a 2-hitter rotation right now with Cook in the front row.
Tapped over by Whitney. And the point goes to Penn State. They're 5 away from taking a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Cook's in the front row, so she was trying to attack that ball, and a nice heads-up play by Ayanna Whitney to be on the setter and make sure that that dump was not going to get past the net.
Ayanna Whitney, again, has not played in the previous 2 matches. She now has 3 kills and 3 blocks. Carpenter with the ace.
It's so nice to see Carpenter participate out there, contribute, and she has been a stellar server. Again, Penn State's entire team has done a good job of serving tough.
It's now 8 service aces for Penn State. And the Nittany Lions on top, 21-14. Another look at it.
Yeah, right in the middle of 2 players, right in the seam, and that ball was attempted by Laura Dykstra. You know, typically she is right on the money with serve receive, so you can just tell how tough these balls are that Penn State's serving across that net.
5 service aces for Hancock, 2 for Carpenter, and 1 for Allie Longo. This week on BTN.com, don't miss any exciting volleyball action. Go to video.btn.com this week and check out our upcoming volleyball schedule. Go to video.btn.com for more information. Audrey, every single match in the Big Ten, we talked about how important it is. And of course, you'll be able to catch so many of them on video.btn.com. And we head to Twitter for a question for Audrey Flaw. Audrey, why does Russ Rose sit in a different colored chair than the rest of the coaching staff?
Well, I guess to show he's the top dog of the program.
It could be one of those things. I don't know if there is a reason for it. May have just been the chair that was available to him.
That's a funny question.
But I think he gets the situation. He can call and make his own decisions at this point after winning 5 national titles, being named the AVCA Coach of the Year 4 times. And of course, earlier this season, Illinois head coach Kevin Hambley did not sit in that chair. He refused to sit in that chair. So Russ Rose makes his own claims out here in Happy Valley. Cook goes to Mancuso. Carpenter looking to Whitney across court. Worth with a great up. Brookheist tapped over by Delano. Carpenter gets a hand on it. Cook to Brookheist. Longo ready for it. Now McClendon, back row attack, and now.
And Russ Rose is celebrating the effort of his team. He's clapping and really impressed. Take a look at these great digs here. Watch that save. Nice set and then a sharp cross-court hit, but great team effort. effort there by Penn State.
Carpenter puts it into the net. You do not often see Russ Rose openly clap in the middle of a match.
Absolutely not. He's not very animated at all. In fact, very poker-faced, but I was impressed to see him clapping and cheering his team on. I think he recognizes great hustle when he sees it and wanted to encourage this young team.
Penn State 3 points away from taking a 2-0 lead, trying to mimic what Nebraska did in Lincoln when they went up 2-0. Hancock goes to Whitney, puts it down.
Great set again by Micah Hancock, taking that tight ball, jump setting it. Take a look at that ability she has, and then one block, and that block is Lauren Cook, so a short block at that. That was all Ayanna Whitney with the kill.
Gonzalez will check in to serve, another freshman for the Nittany Lions. Cook, back set to Kramer. She'll look to Mancuso this time, and they're going to give a net violation. The call will go actually against Nebraska. So the point goes to Penn State, and they have set point number 1 in set 2.
Strong swing by Mancuso, but it hit the antenna, so it's out of bounds.
Cook. Hancock with the tap off, puts it away. Penn State takes a 2-0 lead. Penn State saw their 68-match Big Ten home winning streak come to an end on October 8th. Does not mean that they've lost that home court advantage, though, and they're on top 2-0 over the number 1 team in the country in the Cornhuskers, trying to avenge that earlier loss to Nebraska in Lincoln, of course, where Penn State fell to Nebraska. The Cornhuskers will have to look to rebound in set 3 and 4 and do something similar to what Penn State did on September 21st. We'll send it over to Audrey Flaw with head coach Russ Rose for Penn State.
Well, Coach, so far you're ahead 2 sets. What are you guys doing well?
Well, you know, I mean, we played well the first couple of games. I think our setter's playing a lot better, and, you know, our serving has been really strong this evening. You know, Micah came out with 4 aces in a row in the first game, and Carp has a couple aces. So, you know, I think the most important thing for us is, you know, we need to keep pressure on them from the end line. You know, they're a terrific team, and we know they're going to compete and come back hard. So, you know, we'll have to come up with a couple of new things during the break. I'm sure they will, and, you know, do the best we can.
Well, we saw you get a little excited there, clapping the defensive effort of your team. Are you pleased with that area?
Well, now one little rally, it was great. You know, we haven't seen that very much. You know, I mean, the roster, we're playing 3 freshmen and 3 sophomores, so it's been hard. I've been hard on these guys, so it's nice for them to, you know, it's nice for them to have a little fun, and, you know, when they do something well, I'm not opposed to telling them it.
All right, good job, Coach. Good luck.
Penn State on top, 2-0 over the Nebraska Cornhuskers, the number 1 team in the country. We'll get you out to Chicago for an update from Mike Hall on a big day in Big Ten football during the intermission. Back to Happy Valley for set 3 after the break. Halloween weekend in Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, and the Nittany Lion faithful are happy at this moment on top 2-0. Superheroes on hand, enjoying this one so far in Rec Hall. Mike Wolf alongside former Ohio State All-American Audrey Flaw. And Audrey, we saw Penn State last night with Russ Rose being very unhappy about his team's play. They're fired up tonight. Ariel Scott certainly coming out at a high motor in this match.
Yeah, well, she's Penn State's superhero tonight on the floor. She is hitting incredibly well, hitting 43% right now in the first 2 sets.
Ariel coming up with 8 kills, hitting 429, just doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, and sometimes in the back row, she's getting the kills by just hitting it to the left back or right back corner, forcing Nebraska's middle back digger to dig the ball and move before she digs the ball. So she's really been effective in all areas of the court.
Of course, Penn State has had to deal with Gina Mancuso. She's still putting together a strong performance. Allie Longo did a nice job for the Nittany Lions. Well, Mancuso with 7 kills. She had 13 in the first 2 sets last time they met. She has 7 in the first 2 tonight.
Yeah, she is really hard to stop because she hits from all areas of the court, but the part of her game that I'm most impressed with is her blocking ability. She definitely has improved in that area.